So yesterday we discussed about the common names and IUPAC names. That is, so what is the common name of alkyl group? So alkyl amine. If in aliphatic amines, IUPAC name is alkyl. If in case aromatic amines, common name is aryl amines. So IUPAC name is benzene amine. Okay. See here some example we discuss alkyl or aryl amines. So first one is CH3, CH2, NH. So what is the common name is? So common name is alkyl amine. Here is how many carbons is present? 2 carbons. So that's why it is ethyl amine. Ethyl amine. Common name is what? Ethyl amine. Ethyl amine. So in IUPAC system, so what is the IUPAC system? Already we discussed alkanamine. We have to remove the E from alkane. Replaced E is replaced by amine. Here is amine alkyl group. How many carbons? 2 is there. That's why ethyl. So ethyl means what? Ethane. So ethanamine. IUPAC name is what? Ethanamine. Is it clear? And coming to so CH3, CH2, NH. It is what? How many carbon atoms? 3 carbon atoms. So propyl atom. So propane is 2 types. Propyl, isopropyl. Like so butyl, isobutyl. Okay. So pentane, isopentyl, neopentane. Like this. So propyl is there. So it is how many carbons? 3 carbons. Propyl amine. That is N-propyl amine. N-propyl amine. So in IUPAC system is alkanamine. So propane amine. It gives the numbering. Propane 1 amine. Propanamine. Propane 1 amine or propanamine. Is it clear what I am saying? Propane 1 amine or propanamine. Propane 1 amine. Propane 1 amine. You have to use the number is 1. Okay, sorry. This is 1, 2. Is it clear? So next, CH3, CH, NH2, CH3. This is what? Isopropyl amine. It is isopropyl amine. Already discussed. Propane is having propyl, isopropyl. Butane is N-butyl, isobutyl. Okay. So pentane is N-pentyl, isopentyl, and neopentyl. Like this is there. So isopropyl amine. So IUPAC nomenclature gives the numbering. So 1, 2, 3. Propane 2 amine. Propane 2 amine. Some examples. So it is primary amine, secondary amines, propane 1 amine. It is primary amine only. It is propane 2 amine. It is also primary amine. Simply how to identify hydrogen atoms only attached to only one alkyl group. But it is propane 2 amine. It is propane 1 amine. Is it clear? And next, so CH3, CH2, NH2. So this is name is N-butyl amine. So N-butyl amine. So IUPAC name is butane 1 amine. And before that, so nitrogen atom is hydrogen, methyl, and ethyl. So what is the common name is there? How to identify? So whenever if it is secondary amines or tertiary amines, it is the secondary amine. Why? Because nitrogen atom attached to alkyl group. It is ethyl group. It is methyl group. So in common name, how to give the common names? So first you have to write so it is what? Ethyl. It is what? Methyl. So according to which letter it will come first? E. So ethyl, methyl, amine. Alkyl amine only the common name. Alkyl amine is ethyl, methyl, amines. Why ethyl? Because it is 2 nitrogen atoms, 1 alkyl group. That is what? Ethyl only. It is 1 hydrogen, 1 carbon. That is methyl only. So E or M according to alphabetical. whenever if the secondary amine, tertiary amines, two or three alkyl groups are different groups is there. Alkyl groups are different groups is there. So name will be given by according to their alphabetical order. For example, here is how many carbon atoms is there? 2 carbon atoms. This is what? Ethyl. This is ethyl. This is what? Methyl. So according to their alphabetical order. So E comes first. Next M in common names. That's why ethyl, methyl, amine. Ethyl, methyl, amine. Ethyl, methyl, amine. Is clear? So coming to the IUPAC system. Coming to the IUPAC system. In coming to the IUPAC system, so nitrogen atom, which carbon atom, which alkyl group having more number of carbon atoms? It is ethyl. It is methyl. Ethyl group, how many carbon atoms is there? 2 carbon. That's why I have to use that. This is the parent chain. So that means N-methyl ethanamide. N-methyl ethanamide. It's clear what I am saying? N-methyl ethanamide. Very important this is. So whenever if secondary, so N-methyl ethanamide. If in case whenever in secondary, tertiary amines, 2 different alkyl groups is there in common name system according to their alphabetical order. But in IUPAC system, whenever in secondary, tertiary alkyl groups, tertiary amines, in that which alkyl groups having more number of carbon atoms is considered as a parent chain. So among these 2 alkyl group, which alkyl group is having more number of carbon atoms? These 2 carbons. That's why it is you have to consider it is a parent chain. It is a parent chain. So that's why. So N-methyl. It is very important. This type of nomenclature. N-methyl ethanamine. N-methyl ethanamine. Is it clear? It is common name. It is IUPAC names. Whenever IUPAC names, when secondary, tertiary amines, 2 alkyl groups are different groups are present. So which alkyl group is having more number of carbon atoms considered as a parent chain. So among these 2, ethyl it is methyl. In ethyl is 2 carbon atoms is there. That's why you have to consider it as a parent chain. But in here one only. That's why it is a substituent. So that's why N-methyl ethanamide. If in case all 3 alkyl groups are same. So all 3 alkyl groups are same. So here is common name is trimethyl amine. If in case all alkyl groups are same in secondary, tertiary amines, so you have to give some prefix. So how many alkyl groups is there? So such as di, tri, like that. Here is 3 alkyl groups are same. That is 3 are methyl. That's why trimethyl amines. In IUPAC system, coming to the IUPAC system, we have to consider this. One is substituents, one is parent chain, remaining 2 are substituents. That is N, N dimethyl methanamide. N, N dimethyl. N, N dimethyl methanamide. N, N dimethyl methanamide. Is it clear what I am saying? N, N dimethyl methanamide. Is it clear what I am saying here? So let us say an example. If in case 3 are different is there, 3 are different groups is there. If in case 3 are different groups is there. If in case 3 are different groups is there. 2 are same, 1 is different. CH2, CH2, CH2. So common name is how to give the common name. So in this coming to the like this is there. Here is common name like this, such type of compound is there. So N, N dimethyl butyl amine. N, N dimethyl butyl amine. Butyl amine. N, N dimethyl diethyl. N, N dimethyl butyl amine. Alkyl amine only na. But here is what happened. These 2 are same only. That's why N, N dimethyl butyl amine. So coming to the IUPAC name, so which is considered as a parent chain? Here is 2, here is 2, but here is 4 only. That's why it is considered as a parent chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also same. N comma N dimethyl, N comma N diethyl, N comma N diethyl, N comma N diethyl, butanamine, butanamine, N comma N diethyl, butanamine, butane 1-amine, butane 1-amine. Is clear? Butane 1-amine or butanamine. Both are correct one. And next one is, next one is that is NH2, CH2, CH1, CH2. So this is position is what? Allyl position. This is allyl position. 1, 2, 3. Correct? No? This is allyl position. This is what? Allyl amine. Allyl amine. It is what? Allyl amine. This is position is allyl position. What is the allyl position? So sp3 carbon atom. Okay, sp3 carbon atom attached to next to carbon double bond carbon is present. It is called sp3. Which sp3 carbon atom? This sp3 carbon atom next to carbon double bond carbon is present. It is called allyl position. So that's why allyl. So IUPAC nomenclature is there. Pro-2-ene, 1-amine, pro-2-ene, 1-amine, pro-2-ene 1. Why? Because this how many carbons? 3 carbons. Second carbon and carbon between double bond is there. That's why 2-ene. So this is first carbon is attached to 1-amine function group. That's why pro-2-ene 1-amine. So this is the okay. And next one is, for example, another one is CH2 taken 6. Okay. CH2 taken 6 NH. CH2 taken 6 NH. So this common name is there. So hexamethylene diamine. Hexamethylene diamine. See, already we discussed whenever amines are more than one amine group is present in parent chain, you have to give the numbering which amine group is attached to which carbon is having amine group. Give that. Here amine carbons is 6 carbons is there. Continuously 6 carbons. So first carbon is NH2 and sixth carbon is attached to NH2. So hexane. So 1,6 diamine. Hexane 1,6 diamine. Hexane 1,6 diamine. Already we discussed this. Ethane 1, diamine. Hexane 1,6 diamine. There is no need to remove the E only. Hexane 1,6 diamine. So this is aliphatic amines. Is it clear? Whenever secondary tertiary amines, if 2 alkyl groups are same, for example secondary amines, 2 alkyl groups are same, so there is no need to the priorities. So in common names, so N, N diethyl amine. Okay, coming to the IUPAC nomenclature, we have to consider one alkyl group is the parent chain, so one is substituents. So N-methyl methanamine. If in case tertiary amines, 3 alkyl groups are same, we have to give the trimethyl amines. So coming to the IUPAC nomenclature, you have to consider any 2 are substituents remaining as considered as a parent chain. That's why N, N dimethyl methanamine. Methane 1-amine or methanamine. Methane 1-amine also correct, methanamine also correct. And coming to the whenever 2 alkyl groups are same, one is different. So in that case, in common nomenclature, N, N diethyl butyl amine. But IUPAC nomenclature how to gives IUPAC which is considered as a parent chain. So whenever among these 3 alkyl group, which alkyl group having more number of carbon atoms without function groups. There is no function groups in alkyl group, only amine only function group. Okay, without any functional group is there. There is no any functional group. So whenever three alkyl groups, which alkyl group is having more number of carbon atoms, considered as a parent chain. So this is the parent chain. These two are substituents. That's why N comma N diethyl butane one amine, butane amine. Both are correct. So this is allyl amine. This is what? Allyl amine. Propene. In IUPAC nomenclature, pro-2ene. How many carbons is 3 carbons? So pro-2ene 1 amine. Is it clear? And so coming to the way, if more than one amine groups are attached to in aliphatic carbon atoms. So CH2 taken 6 means what? Like this one, CH2, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, CH2, CH2. So like this, NH2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this one. Like this one it is. This structure, elaborate. You can elaborate this like this. So in that, here is how many carbon atoms is 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Common name is hexamethylene diamine. Diamine. Hexamethylene diamine. In IUPAC nomenclature, so whenever more than one amine groups are present in parent chain, so you have to give the numbering. So which carbon is attached to amine groups? First one. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And write the first alkane. It is how many carbon? 6 carbon. That's why 6 hexane. So write the position of the amine groups. 1, 6. Diamine. That is the IUPAC. Is it clear what I am saying? It is very important. So already previously yesterday class we discussed. This is ethane diamine. Here is no need to remove the E. No need to remove the E only. Ethane 1, 2 diamine. Ethane 1, 2 diamine. So no need to remove the E. Ethane 1, 2 diamine. Is it clear what I am saying? So this is the okay. And coming to the point. So next one is, let us, if in case aromatic amines. So aromatic amines is there. If in case aromatic amines is there. Aromatic amines. For example, this is aryl amines. Common name is aryl amines. This is aryl amines also called. This is aniline. Common name is accepted as aniline. So IUPAC name is also aniline or benzene amine. IUPAC name is benzene amine. Aniline or benzene amine. Okay. And coming to the NH2 CH2. This common name is what? Orthotoluidine. Ortho, meta, you can use the suffix in common. In IUPAC is there 2-methyl aniline. 2-methyl aniline or 2-methyl benzene amine. 2-methyl benzene amine. 2-methyl benzene amine. Is it clear? And next one is para-bromoaniline. So in IUPAC name is 4-bromoaniline or 4-bromobenzene amine. 4-bromoaniline or 4-bromobenzene amine. 4-bromoaniline or 4-bromobenzene amine. 4-bromobenzene amine. Is it clear? Is it clear what I am saying? 4-bromobenzene amine. And next one is two alkyl groups. So N comma N dimethyl aniline. N comma N dimethyl aniline. Common names. Why nitrogen has two methyl groups? So that's why N comma N dimethyl aniline. N comma N dimethyl aniline. N comma N dimethyl aniline. In IUPAC name also N comma N dimethyl aniline as well as N comma N dimethyl benzenamide. N comma N dimethyl benzenamide. So this is the nomenclature. Is it clear what I am saying? So common nomenclature and IUPAC name. So this is the regarding of nomenclature. Some examples. Very important. Whenever secondary tertiary alkyl group, all are different alkyl group is there. Which alkyl group is having more number of carbon atoms considered as a parent chain. Remaining alkyl group is considered as a substituent group. Substituents only. Okay. Already we discussed N comma N diethyl butane 1-amine. Okay. If secondary tertiary, if all alkyl groups are same, if in secondary tertiary means all alkyl groups are same is there. So you have to give the prefixes like tri, di, tri, tetra, like etc. before the alkyl group. So trimethyl amine. But coming to the IUPAC nomenclature, we have to consider as a two alkyl group is when same alkyl group is present in secondary tertiary amine groups. Two alkyl groups considered as a substituents. So remaining considered as a parent chain. Is it clear? Okay. And next one is preparation of amines. 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 So amines preparation. Preparation of amines. So amines are prepared. See, preparation of amines coming to this. First one is from nitro compounds. Reduction of nitro compounds. Reduction of nitro compounds. So nitro compounds are in the branch of reducing reagents. Okay, like metallic hydrogen, nickel, palladium, platinum hydrogenation. Okay, or so some metallic catalyst, okay, tin and HCl or FeHCl in the branch of reducing reagent to produce the amines. So aromatic nitro compounds reduce in the branch of reducing reagents. So nickel, palladium, platinum hydrogenation. So reduction of nitro compounds. So nitro compounds in the presence of reducing reagents such as nickel, palladium, platinum hydrogenated to produce the anilines. Reduction of nitro compounds. So nitro compounds are reducing reagents. Nitrobenzene is in the presence of reducing reagents like metallic. So nickel, palladium, platinum hydrogenation to produce the aniline. This is aniline. So along with nitro compounds, nitrobenzene in the presence of tin HCl or FeHCl, okay, in the presence of acidic medium, and to produce the aniline also. To produce the aniline. This is what aniline is. Aniline. Okay. So reduction of nitro compounds. So nitrobenzenes in the presence of reducing reagents such as reduction in the presence of nickel, palladium, platinum hydrogenated to produce the aniline, and nitro compounds in the presence of tin and HCl or Fe plus HCl to produce the aniline. So among this tin and HCl plus Fe plus HCl, so iron trap, nitrobenzene in the presence of iron trap and small quantity of HCl, it is the preferable. Why? Because this is which is preferable from nitrobenzene to aniline preparation of in the presence of tin and HCl or Fe plus HCl. So in the presence of iron scrap and small quantity of hydrochloric acid is used, it is the preferable. So why? Because whenever Fe is reacted with HCl to produce FeCl2, ferrous chlorides, it is get hydrolysis to produce the it is get hydrolysis. During this reaction, it is get the hydrolysis to produce the ferric hydroxide plus hydrochloric acid. Okay, hydrochloric acid is very important. So for nitrobenzene, reduction of nitro compounds to anilines, amines. So nitrobenzene is in the presence of reducing agent metallic, that is nickel, palladium, platinum hydrogenated to produce aniline, and along with nitrobenzene in the presence of tin and HCl or iron and HCl to produce the aniline. So among this tin and plus HCl and iron HCl, which is the most preferable method? So iron and HCl. Why? Because small, okay, whenever nitrobenzene in the presence of tin plus HCl is produced aniline, or nitrobenzene in the presence of Fe plus HCl is produced aniline. So among these two, which one is more preferable? Nitrobenzene in the presence of iron and HCl is the most preferable method. Why? Because in the presence of nitrobenzene, Fe and HCl, so Fe and HCl is to produce FeCl. Whenever Fe plus HCl to produce the FeCl2. This FeCl2 during the reaction, it is get hydrolysis to produce the hydrochloric acid. This hydrochloric acid used for initiate the reaction. This HCl, quantity of HCl is produced. How much of HCl is produced is there? This HCl is used for to initiate this reaction. That's why we have to use here is small quantity of HCl only. Why? Because during this reaction, HCl is produced. This HCl also once again initiate this reaction. Okay. So this is reduction of nitro compounds. So reduction of nitro compounds. So in the presence of, okay. So finally divided catalyst such as nickel, palladium, platinum and hydrogenated to produce the anilines. Okay. So whatever is the nickel, palladium, platinum, hydrogenated and ethanol. Okay. And this is okay. And next one is, so in the presence of nitrobenzene, in the presence of tin and HCl or Fe plus HCl to produce the aniline. So among this iron scrub and HCl is we can use the small quantity. It is a preferable method. Why? Because so Fe during the reaction, Fe and hydrochloric acid both are react and produce FeCl2. This FeCl2 get hydrolysis to produce the hydrochloric acid. This hydrochloric acid initiate, this is used for initiate this reaction. That's why we required this is the most preferable method only. Okay, is it clear? So next one is ammonolysis of alkyl ions. Ammonolysis of alkyl ions. Is it clear what I am saying? So next one is ammonolysis of reduction of. So nitro compounds are in the presence of finally divided catalyst such as nickel, palladium, platinum and hydrogenated to produce the anilines. Okay, simply we have to write. And further we have to prepare nitro compounds in the presence of tin and HCl. Okay, metallic and acidic medium. HCl means acidic medium. Metal, tin is metal, iron is metal. So nitrobenzene further we have to produce the aniline. So in the presence of metal and acidic medium to produce the aniline also. So among these two, which one is preferable? Iron scrub, small quantity of iron scrub and HCl is only we have to preferable. Why? Because in the presence of this one, iron and HCl is both are react to produce the FeCl. This FeCl gets hydrolysis to produce the hydrochloric acid. This hydrochloric acid used for further. This hydrochloric acid used for to initiate this reaction. We have to use this one HCl. Here is also HCl. This HCl is what during this reaction it is HCl also. We have to use it for the reactions. That's why it is the most important. And next one is ammonolysis of amines. Ammonolysis of amines, that is alkyl ions. Ammonolysis, second one. Ammonolysis of alkyl halides. Ammonolysis of alkyl halides. So ammonolysis means what? So alkyl halides is there. See, ammonia is act as nucleophile. So like ammonia is act as nucleophile. So like ammonia, amines also act as nucleophiles. So alkyl halides are react with ammonia, then what happens? Ammonolysis of alkyl halides. In alkyl halides, carbon and halogen bond is easily cleaved by ammonia, which is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. Why? Because it is ammonia is act as a nucleophile. Okay, so carbon and halogen bond easily cleaved by alkyl. Carbon and halogen bond is easily cleaved by ammonia and amines only. It is the nucleophilic substitution reaction. It is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. Carbon and halogen bond is easily cleaved. Carbon halogen bond in alkylamine or benzylamine. Carbon and halogen bond is in alkyl group, in alkyl halide, in benzyl halides. Is easily cleaved by ammonia and amines only. Why? Because which is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. It is a nucleophilic substitution. Why? That means in alkyl halides, in benzyl halides, it is this carbon halogen bond easily cleaved by ammonia and amines only, which is the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Already we discussed. So alkyl halides in the presence of nucleophile, so produce a nucleophilic substitution. SN1 SN2 reaction is there. So alkyl halide react with ammonia. Already a chart is given. So just to revise the list. Alkyl halide react with ammonia. So it is the amines. Nucleophilic substitution reaction like this. Secondary amines, primary, tertiary amines, like this is produced. Okay. So in this alkyl halide, in alkyl halides, carbon and halogen bond, in benzyl halides, carbon and halogen bond easily cleaved by ammonia and ammonia substituents, derivative of ammonia, which is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. So simply, what is the ammonolysis of? The process of cleavage of carbon and halogen bond by nucleophiles, by ammonia, is called ammonolysis. The process of cleavage of carbon halogen bond by ammonia molecule is known as ammonolysis. What is the ammonolysis? The process of cleavage of carbon halogen bond, carbon halogen bond by ammonia molecule is known as ammonolysis. The process of cleavage of carbon halogen bond by ammonia molecule is known as ammonolysis. What is the ammonolysis means? Why carbon halogen bond by ammonia? Why? Because alkyl halide, in alkyl halide carbon halogen bond is there. In benzyl halide, alkyl halide means what? RX. Benzyl halide means what? This is benzyl halides. So in this carbon halogen bond is there. This carbon halogen bond is easily cleaved by ammonia molecule and amine molecules. Substitute ammonia. So that is what, which is nucleophilic substitution reaction. So that is called ammonolysis. That is the process of cleavage of carbon halogen bond by ammonia molecule is known as ammonolysis. This which is carbon halogen bond? In alkyl halide, in benzyl halide. In alkyl halide, in benzyl halide. Is it clear what I am saying? Okay. So the process of cleavage of carbon halogen bond by ammonia molecule is known as ammonolysis. So ammonolysis means what? Simply we have to take example RX plus ammonia. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Is it clear? So this is what RX plus ammonia, or ammonia plus RX. So ammonia plus RX. So this bond is here. This is like that. So simply that is like this one. So simply R NH4 plus X minus. So this bond is shifted here. This lone pair shifted to alkyl group. So that is ammonium salt. Substituted ammonium salt. Substituted ammonium salt. So this is the ammonia. The process of cleavage of CX bond by ammonia molecule is known as ammonolysis. Okay. Which carbon halogen bond? In alkyl halide only or benzyl halide? Which is called nucleophilic substitution reaction. Let us see primary amines and secondary amines Primary amines also act as the nucleophile only. Okay, so primary amine act as nucleophile, secondary amine act as nucleophile, tertiary amines act as the nucleoamines. The primary amines are obtained in a, so this is passed at what? In sealed tube only at 373 Kelvin temperature. At a 373 Kelvin temperature. Okay, the process of cleavage of CH bond by ammonia molecule is known as ammonolysis. This process at 373 Kelvin. This process at 373 Kelvin temperature in sealed tube. This process happens when at 373 Kelvin temperature in sealed tube. So this is the ammonolysis. So primary amines or secondary amines, tertiary amines also obtained. Okay. So primary amines also act as nucleophile. Secondary amines also act as nucleophile. Tertiary amines also act as nucleophiles. That means, for example, you have to take primary amines. Primary amines, alkyl amine. Then produce the secondary amines. Secondary amines. So secondary amines. Is it clear what I am saying? So primary amines and secondary amines, tertiary amines also act as nucleophile. Primary amines react with alkyl halides. Then produce the secondary amines. Last of hydrogen. Then it is further alkyl halide. Then produce the R3N. And further alkyl halide. Then produce the R4N plus. That is N plus and X minus. That is quaternary ammonium salt. Quaternary ammonium salt. So primary amines react with alkyl halides, produce secondary amine. Secondary amine react with alkyl halide, tertiary amine. Tertiary amine react with alkyl halide, produce the quaternary salt. Is it clear what I am saying? See, the process of cleavage of carbon halogen bond by ammonia molecule is known as ammonolysis. The process at 373 Kelvin in sealed tube only. Okay. So in that primary amines also act as nucleophile. When primary amines are react with alkyl, secondary amines also react with alkyl, tertiary amines are react with alkyl, produce the quaternary ammonium salt. When the free amine salt product is produced when substituted ammonium salt. When free amines are produced, free amines. When now this is RNH4 plus is there, RNH4, RNH3. Sorry, here is RNH3 plus. So this RNH3 plus X minus is there. This RNH3 plus X minus. It is when it is react with substituted ammonium salt is react with strong base, alkaline base, okay, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, like this, to produce the free amines are produced. Whenever the substituted ammonium salt, whenever the substituted ammonium is that free amines are produced when the substituted amine salt RNH3 plus X minus react with base, alkaline base, to produce the amines RNH2 plus Na plus and X minus, okay, plus H2. Like this is product is produced. Okay. Whenever ammonium substituted, okay, so substituted ammonium salt are whenever treated with base alkaline solutions like ethanolic sodium hydroxide, ethanolic potassium hydroxide, to produce the free amines. So disadvantage of ammonolysis. What is the disadvantage of ammonolysis? During this ammonolysis reaction is product is produced different types of amines. See, it is all ammonolysis only. Okay, so during ammonolysis to produce the different types of amines, primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary ammonium salt is produced. This is quaternary ammonium salt. R4N plus H minus is called quaternary. Quaternary means 4 amines. Okay. Is it clear what I am saying? So that means RNH2 react with alkyl halide. In this hydrogen react with halogen. hydrogen ion, loss of hydrogen ion. Here is also loss of hydrogen ion, but here is also not loss of. This is R4 plus H minus. Okay. So this is disadvantage of ammonolysis means what? During this ammonolysis reaction, to product is produced the primary amine. This is primary amine, secondary amine, and tertiary amine, and quaternary ammonium salt. Reactivity of alkyl halide in ammonolysis. Reactivity of alkyl halides. Reactivity of alkyl halides. Reactivity of alkyl halides. Alkyl halides is alkyl halide is more. Reactivity of alkyl halides in ammonolysis. In ammonolysis. In ammonolysis. This is alkyl halide, then bromide and bromide. So this is the ammonolysis. Simply, the process of cleavage of carbon halogen bond in by ammonia molecule is known as ammonolysis. So ammonolysis means Rx plus ammonia react with alkyl halide or benzyl halide. Then this alkyl halide benzyl carbon halogen bond is cleaved by ammonia molecule. That process is called ammonolysis. During this process, ammonolysis, mixture of primary, secondary, tertiary amines as well as quaternary ammonium salt and substituted ammonium salt also product is produced. In that substituted ammonium salt, so whenever treated with base, strong bases like ethanolic potassium hydroxide or ethanol sodium hydroxide to produce the free amines. Okay, and that is the disadvantage is what ammonolysis during ammonolysis reaction. So mixture of primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary ammonium salt is produced. So what is the reactivity of alkyl halide towards ammonolysis reaction? So there is alkyl hydride and alkyl bromide and alkyl chloride. This is the ammonolysis reaction. Is it clear? Okay. Next class tomorrow we discuss. Okay. Thank you.